Hey guys, this is my third time filming this video, because, first my mom came in, so that interrupted one video, and then I got all the way through the second time, and I accidentally deleted it when I was supposed to be deleting a different video. So, anyway, beside the point, this is a book haul. It's very, very tiny. And most of them are library books, but I will start with the one that I did buy, and that is Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. Basically, I was just very disappointed in myself that I have not read this yet, and I was in Barnes & Noble, and I had the money for it, and it's a very cheap book anyway. It's only like $6, but with my discount it was like even more. But yeah, I'm very disappointed in myself that I have not read this on my own yet, since I was never assigned it in school, and everyone who I've seen their reviews for this just say that it's amazing and heart-wrenching, and wow. So I'm going to be reading this maybe beginning of next year. I'm going to try to read it. Now onto the library books. This beautiful little thing I have already read. It is Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman, illustrated by Scotty Young. I read it basically as soon as I got in the car from the library, because I went to the library on the way to my grandparents' house, and I read this like the whole way there, and then also obviously I had to read it a little bit into the night, but just because I was doing other things, but it was fantastic. It was just, oh my gosh. Scotty Young is one of my favorite artists because he does the Marvel Young Variant covers, where he does, like, they're basically like the baby Avengers and the baby X-Men, and or the toddlers. I guess they're toddlers or kids or whatever. But they're fantastic, and these illustrations definitely did not disappoint. They definitely, like, lived up to my expectations of his work. And as for Neil Gaiman, this is my second book that I've read by him, and I love his stuff so much. This and Ocean at the End of the Lane, and I've been listening to the audiobook of Stardust, and his work is just amazing, and I love it because I'm getting to a point where I could know that it's his writing without seeing that he wrote it. Like, if I opened a book and he wrote it, but I didn't look at the cover, so I didn't know that he wrote it, I would be able to tell within the first few pages, because he has such a distinctive voice as a writer, and I love authors like that. So yes, this was amazing, and I will talk about it more in my October wrap-up. And next we have Everything Happens Today by Jessie Browner. This is published by Europa Editions, and they are a specialty publishing company who mostly publish books that were written in other languages. They translate into English and publish, and with this one I'm not sure, because it is published, it's written about, it's set in New York, and it's about an American kid, so I don't know. I'm guessing this was originally in English, so maybe they also do English books as well. I don't know, but I'll read you guys the synopsis because it just sounded fantastic. It says, Jessie Browner's dazzling new novel records a single day in the life of Wes, a 17-year-old who attends Manhattan's elite Dalton School and lives in Greenwich Village in a dilapidated townhouse with his terminally ill mother, distant father, and beloved younger sister. In the course of one day, everything will happen to Wes. He will lose his virginity to the wrong girl and break his own heart, try to meet a Monday morning deadline for a paper on War and Peace, and prepare an elaborate supper he hopes will reunite his family. Wes struggles through the day, deep in thoughts of sex, love, Beatles lyrics, friendship, God, and French cuisine. The typical teenager with an atypical mind, a memorable young man who comes to the poignant understanding of how fragile but attainable personal happiness can be. This sounds like one of the coolest, like, it sounds amazing, and right up my alley, and this cover, like, look how great this cover is. I love how all of their editions, they pick one main color, and then they just, everything is so colorful, and it has, like, beautiful illustrations, and, yeah. The only thing I'm very disappointed about is that, the people who have checked this out of the library so far clearly haven't taken very good care of it, because there's, like, a piece of tape here. It's very creased, and it's, I don't know if you can tell by that, but it's actually been bent forward, where it's now slanted, and that just makes me really sad that people aren't taking care of the books that they get out of the library. But I did get it out of the library, so it's not like I bought it in this condition. And, also, if I love it, which I'm assuming I will, I'll just buy my own copy. So, yeah. And then we have, Gourmet Rhapsody by Muriel Barbary. I'm so excited to read this, because basically I found out about this from Grace Eckelmeyer, whose YouTube channel I just discovered, and she's really cool, and she hauled this in a video a little bit ago, and I did not know that this existed, because I own Elegance of the Hedgehog, and I haven't actually read it yet because I lent it to a friend, but this was apparently Muriel Barbary's first book, and it takes place in the same hotel, but it's, like, before the time of Elegance of the Hedgehog, and it's it has a completely different cast of characters. So, yeah, I'm really excited to read this. And I'm glad that I'm reading this one first, because a bunch of people on Goodreads have said definitely do read this one first, not only because it comes first chronologically, which that doesn't actually really matter because it's an entirely different set of people, but people say that while this one is good, Elegance of the Hedgehog is fantastic, so it's kind of like stepping stones with how good the author is. Like, this is a good first novel, but then Elegance of the Hedgehog is amazing, supposedly, so I'm glad that I have this to read first, and I will read you guys the synopsis. It says, in the heart of Paris, in the posh residence made famous in Elegance of the Hedgehog, the world's greatest food critic is dying. Revered by some and reviled by many, Pierre Arthens has been lording over renowned chefs for years, deciding their fates with a stroke of his pen, destroying and building reputations on a whim. But now, during his final hours, his thoughts have turned to humbler things. He is desperately searching for that singular flavor, that divine something once sampled, never forgotten, the flavor par excellence. Indeed, this flamboyant and self-absorbed man wishes for only one thing before he dies, one last taste. So yeah, it seems awesome. It basically, what this seems like to me is, I don't know if anybody who watches my videos are Pixar fans, but to me, it sounds like if somebody decided to write a bio of Anton Ego from Ratatouille. That's what this book sounds like to me. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. And I mean, I'm kind of confused though, because it says, like, in the same residence brought to life in Elegance of the Hedgehog, yet supposedly this book came first, but maybe it was published second. I don't know, or maybe I'm getting my information wrong. Maybe I was misinformed about this. But anyway, I'm very excited to read this. And then, last but not least, we have Finn and Lady by Kathleen Shine, I don't know how you say her last name, but I have been wanting to read this for a very long time, and I had to put it on hold at the library, So I've been waiting for the story about a brother and sister who must form their own unconventional bond in increasingly unconventional times. It's 1964, 11-year-old Finn and his glamorous, worldly older half-sister Lady have just been orphaned, and Lady, whom Finn hasn't seen in 6 years, is now his legal guardian and his only hope. That means Finn is uprooted from a small dairy farm in rural Connecticut, landing in Greenwich Village, smack in the middle of the swingin' 60s. He soon learns that Lady, giddy, careless, obsessed with being free, is as much his responsibility as he is hers. So begins Finn and Lady, the lively, spirited new novel by Kathleen Green. So yeah, it sounds great. And I'm really looking forward to reading it. I don't know how I ended up with 2 books that were set in Greenwich Village, but I'm quite looking forward to that. So, yeah, I'm excited. And I don't know when I'm going to get to all the library books. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of them in October, but I'm going to try. And then I've already read Fortunately the Milk, as you know, and Diary of a Young Girl, I think I'll wait until next year to read. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or thoughts on any of these, just let me know down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. Thanks guys, bye.